Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. Yes, the insane Daryl Wayne, formerly of K-Rock. That is the one. Dr. Hariri recognized him and is a fan, so we know what kind of music he likes and plays at his events, his family events. Maybe, I don't know, maybe even investor invents Dr. Hariri and play that classic rock stuff that Daryl is known for. Let's talk about cellular medicine specifically. You had mentioned the orthopedic use of stem cells, and we've talked about that, where somebody's knee is going out, and an orthopedic surgeon will use stem cells to literally rebuild part of the cartilage in the knee.
Yeah, so the audience should understand that basically we are made up of hundreds of billions to trillions of cells, individual cells, that work in a community to create structures and functional organs and tissues which allow us to have all of the biological and anatomical features that make us a human being or make up any other animal. Those cells are basically a building block, which, just like building blocks in a house or a complex of some type, those building blocks can eventually degrade or break down and need replacement. The process of replacing, renovating, and renewing the cells in your body is driven by a process called regeneration. And regeneration is driven by the population of stem cells in your body that have unique properties. A stem cell is a cell that can differentiate or mature into any specialized cell type of the body. As you know, you've got different kinds of cells. You've got brain cells and heart cells and bone cells and hair cells. And from a single common cell type called a stem cell, those different specialized forms can be produced. Now, if you have stem cells stored away someplace, like in a compartment in your body, like part of your liver or your bone marrow or whatnot, when you need those stem cells, they get mobilized, they get called upon, and then they traffic into the area that needs them, and they differentiate, they mature into the cell type necessary to repair the tissue. In orthopedic procedures, like a bad knee where your cartilage is damaged, your body makes an attempt to deliver stem cells to make the repair, but as we get older, sometimes that attempt is just too weak, it's too little, too late. And so if you administer stem cells therapeutically that come from another source, those cells can take over the job of renovation. It's sort of like if you're repairing your house and you don't have enough workers to put the walls up fast enough, sometimes if you get a crew to come in and help, they can actually get that wall fixed. The same thing happens in the body.
With stem cells, you're one of the first to recognize placentas. And I'm assuming those are human placentas, and I know a lot of new mothers and fathers save their placentas in case there's a problem with their child. Is this something that we should be doing?
So here's the bottom line. I'm a neurosurgeon by training, but I recognized a long time ago that the leftovers of a full-term healthy pregnancy, the stuff that gets thrown away, actually had value. And it turns out that the placenta, that organ that is responsible for a kind of a life support system for the developing fetus, is basically a stem cell factory. So instead of just discarding it and incinerating it, I built an entire technology platform around collecting those placentas and isolating the cells and turning those cells into therapeutic products. Now, here's the reality. People today, for the last 25 years, expectant parents, have had the ability to bank away cells from their newborn's leftovers to keep them in the event that their child was to need those cells to treat a serious disease. The most common things they're used for is to treat blood cancers. But there's an increasing number of indications that those cells can be used for. And most importantly, we've begun to recognize that the placental cells are so numerous, so abundant, such high quality, and so versatile that they can actually be a cornerstone to all kinds of treatments, including the treatment of degenerative diseases, maybe even in order to extend lifespan. So the way I tell parents who are making a decision about whether to store their kids' cells or not, I say, look, if your child was born with an extra set of lungs and an extra set of kidneys, would you throw them out at birth? And most parents will say, no, if there was a way to keep them, I'd keep them. Well, the beauty of the placenta and the cells in the placenta is you can store those away, and it's not ridiculously expensive. After the upfront cost of getting them isolated, to store them on an annual basis is less than a monthly cell phone bill.
Oh my!
So it's something which I think people should do. I think that the future is bright for how cells are going to be used to improve health and treat disease. And it's just that this is the infancy of this remarkable industry.
Our guest is Dr. Robert Hariri. He is the CEO and founder of Celularity, and his using stem cells from placentas, and he believes that he can extend life and make it so that we can move, we'll be mobile, we can think, we can have a higher quality of life as we age. We're going to continue our discussion with Robert in just a couple of moments. This, by the way, is an hour of Robert, because following Dr. Hariri, Robert Clancy will be joining us, talking to us about the 100-pound ego. Don't go away as Late Night Health continues.